What's up YouTube? I'm Choctopus. Welcome back to another Smash Ultimate video, the last Smash Ultimate video before I go pick up my copy of the game tonight at midnight from my local GameStop, where they're also hosting a tournament. I'm pretty pumped, but I'm probably going to get whooped if I'm being completely honest. But let me know in the comments section below, when are you getting your copy of the game? Are you getting it tonight at midnight? Are you getting it digitally? Are you getting it tomorrow? For your birthday, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever. Let me know in the comments section when you're getting it, and if you're excited, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Today's video is going to be about the origins of all 59 assist trophies that appear in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The last Origins video we did was the origins of every final Smash in the game, so today, because you guys liked the last one so much, we're going to do assist trophies. But without talking too much, if you're a fan of Smash and you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. Crystal appeared for the first time in Star Fox Adventures for the Nintendo GameCube, which was notable for being the first Star Fox game to have on-foot missions, minus the secret mode that was in Star Fox 64. Crystal was originally set to be a playable character in Brawl, but eventually lost her roster spot to Wolf. Her abilities include wielding a staff and telepathy. Guile was one of the first 8 playable characters in Street Fighter II. He's a major in the US Air Force, and he learned to fight from his best friend, Charlie Nash, who appears in later Street Fighter games, who also taught him his signature moves, the Flash Kick and the Sonic Boom. Guile's assist trophy is seen doing his down back charge to unleash a Flash Kick when a player gets close enough. Callie and Marie, also known as the Squid Sisters, made their debut in Splatoon as 2 pop idols that host the Inkopolis News. In Splatoon 2, the sisters are then kidnapped and brainwashed by DJ Octavio and serve as part of the final boss. Their assist trophy is a reference to their performances during Splatfests. Bomberman finally makes it into Smash and crushes my dreams as having him as a playable character, so I understand your pain, Waluigi fans. Bomberman is the main representative of the Bomberman people who inhabit Planet Bomber and have the ability to create bombs. Akira Yuki is the main protagonist from the Virtua Fighter series. He appeared as a Mii Brawler costume in Smash 4 and became an assist trophy for Ultimate, paying tribute to his original blocky model in both games. Alucard, the son of Dracula, made his first appearance as a playable character in Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, and reappeared in Symphony of the Night as a main character. Being the spawn of Dracula and a human, Lisa Fahrenheit, it gives him some vampire abilities without some of the drawbacks. Gray Fox first appeared in Metal Gear, but didn't appear in his cyborg ninja form until Metal Gear Solid. When Snake fights Gray Fox, he's able to block projectiles with his sword, unless paralyzed, which is referenced in his ability as an assist trophy. Shout out to my friend Casey, who was specifically hurt by Isaac's inclusion as an assist trophy once again. Isaac's first appearance was in Golden Sun for the Game Boy Advance, and his moves Teleport, Pound, and Move are based on his ability to manipulate Earth as a Venus Adept, but they come specifically from the sequel, Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Shadow the Hedgehog debuted as an anti-hero in Sonic Adventure 2 for the Sega Dreamcast, and was often referred to throughout the story as the ultimate life form. He then went on to star in his own edgy mess of a game where he wielded a gun and rode a motorcycle. I don't care what anyone says, Shadow the Hedgehog was a horrible game. Shadow possesses the ability to use Chaos Control, a form of teleportation, and other time and space-based manipulations, that was a tongue twister, powered by being within range of a Chaos Emerald. Also, Shadow should have been an Echo Fighter. Don't at me. The burrowing Snagrit's first appearance was in Pikmin for the Nintendo GameCube, acting as both an enemy and an occasional boss, attacking its enemies with its giant beak. Zero was a Reploid created by Dr. Wily to destroy the original Mega Man, but was sealed in a capsule due to his unstable and violent nature. In later years, Zero was found and awakened by a group of Maverick Hunters who were then destroyed by Zero before he fought and changed roles with Sigma. Afterwards, Zero joined the Maverick Hunters as an S rank and became a mentor to Mega Man X. Fun fact, Shovel Knight is the first indie character to make it into a Super Smash Bros. Game. Shovel Knight's spirit of adventure was lost after the discovery of a cursed amulet in the Tower of Fate with his partner Shield Knight, who was nowhere to be found when Shovel Knight had woken up from being knocked out. After the Enchantress rose to power, Shovel Knight then set out once again to return peace to the world. The moon appeared as the horrifying main threat in The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask for the Nintendo 64 that haunted my childhood and most likely yours. The premise of the game was to stop the moon from crashing into Termina, which was controlled by Skull Kid using Majora's Mask, and if the moon were to destroy Termina, it would result in a game over. Chef Kawasaki made his debut in Kirby Superstar as a mid-boss and was the holder of the cook ability. Copying the cook ability allowed Kirby to draw its enemies toward him and into his pot, receiving food for each enemy that was captured. Gordon Ramsay would be proud. Rathalos, hailing from the Monster Hunter universe, is the first character to appear as both a boss and an assist trophy. They are a flying wyvern type of dragon and are one of the most known monsters in the franchise. In Monster Hunter World, Rathalos is described as follows. Rathalos descends upon invaders from the sky, attacking with poison claws and fiery breath. Midna first appears as one of the main characters in Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, where she aids Link on his quest and assists with her abilities. Midna is later revealed as the ruler of the Twilight Realm, but was transformed and banished by Zant, the self-proclaimed King of Twilight, but later manifested as the King of Shadows. Ashley is a young witch that is a recurring character from the WarioWare series. Her first appearance was in WarioWare Touched, where she lived in a mansion in Diamond City with her small demon named Red, who had the ability to transform into different things, but most importantly, Ashley's wand. Jeff's first appearance was in Earthbound for the Super Nintendo, as Ness's only party member who can use bottle rockets, one of the most effective items for dealing large amounts of damage. Jeff's sweaty appearance is a nod to his nervous appearance on the player naming screen. Samurai Goro is the pilot of the Fire Stingray in F-Zero, making his first appearance on the Super Nintendo. He can be briefly seen in the opening of Super Smash Bros. Melee racing alongside Captain Falcon and eventually being knocked off the tracks. Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde are the recurring enemies from the Pac-Man series. Their movement patterns are a tribute to the original game. Blinky follows Pac-Man, Pinky ambushes Pac-Man, Inky aims for a location based on Blinky's distance from Pac-Man, and Clyde mimics Blinky but steers himself into the lower left corner when coming close to Pac-Man. Knuckles the Echidna would have been a great original character for Smash, but I guess this is the next best thing. And I hear the Shadow fans yelling at me, but I wanted him in the game too, people. Knuckles made his first appearance in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 after being tricked by Dr. Eggman into thinking Sonic was trying to steal the Master Emerald. Knuckles' dig ability is a reference to his ability to dig with the shovel claw in Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. Yuri Kozukata is a 19-year-old girl who developed a sixth sense, which allows her to see ghosts after surviving a tragic car accident that killed her whole family. She's the main character of Maiden of the Blackwater, which is the 5th main game in the Fatal Frame franchise. Say that 5 times fast. In the game, she uses a special camera called the Camera Obscura to exorcise ghosts and free the main antagonist from a curse. Sukapan looks like a bunch of misshapen jelly beans, but also happens to be the most basic playable robot in the Japanese Famicom exclusive Joy Mech Fight. Sukapan was made by Dr. Little Iman and Dr. Ivan Walnuts, and after Dr. Walnuts attempted to take over the world, Dr. Iman used Sukapan to defeat him, and then Sukapan returned to its career as a stand-up comedian. This is a real game. The Arcade Bunny hails from the Nintendo Badge Arcade on the 3DS, where he acted as a guide to keep you up to date with the latest badges and tried to get you to ultimately spend more money. The claw in Ultimate resembles the claw used in the crane game in the Nintendo Badge Arcade. Claptraps first appeared as an enemy in Donkey Kong Country, where they would bite DK and Diddy, not the rapper, to deal damage. Claptraps are also a part of the Kremling family. Kapp'n from the Animal Crossing series is a seafaring Kappa whose main job is to transport players to and from town via taxi. He began driving a bus in Animal Crossing City Folk for the Nintendo Wii, and his wife, Leilani, daughter Lila, and mother Grams were introduced as extended family in Animal Crossing New Leaf. Thwomps are a recurring common enemy from the Super Mario franchise, known for crushing passing enemies. While normally depicted as spike-surrounded stones, it is suggested in Mario & Luigi Partners in Time that Thwomps may be born from volcanic activity. I was so sure that Springman was going to be a playable character when Smash was first announced, but I was wrong. Springman was one of the first characters announced for the 2017 first-party Nintendo game ARMS, where fighters with extendable arms duke it out in a boxing-like fight. Springman is also the third fighter to win a championship in the ARMS Grand Prix. Girahim, the self-proclaimed Demon Lord, made his first appearance in The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword for the Nintendo Wii, where he revives the Demon King Demise after traveling back in time. It is later revealed that Girahim is just a spirit within Demise's sword. Coming from the Kid Icarus franchise, Phosphora is a captain of Riddy's Forces of Nature. During her first appearance, she defeats Thanatos. Not Thanos. Afterwards, she fights Pit and is unseen until she returns to retrieve the Lightning Chariot in Chapter 20. Color TV Game 15 doesn't have the catchiest of names, but it was a Pong clone on a line of consoles produced by Nintendo in the late 70s. The movement of paddles are within the same linear paths and speed as the original game. This chompy boy made his first appearance in Super Mario Bros. 3 for the NES and has become a recurring character in other games in the series, including Super Mario 64, Yoshi's Island, and more. The Chain Chomp was created by Miyamoto, inspired by a traumatic event where he was chased by a large dog on a chain. Metroids are an alien species that are a namesake creature for the Metroid series. They survive by latching onto other organisms and using their giant teeth to drain energy. Their biggest weakness is cold, which makes them weak to Samus's Ice Beam and Ice Missiles. Mother Brain is a major leader of the Space Pirates and a recurring villain in the Metroid series. She was an indispensable AI that served as the center of the Chozo civilization, but eventually became self-aware and went crazy. Andross is the main villain in most of the Star Fox series, with his polygonal shape mirroring his appearance in the first Star Fox game for the Super Nintendo. His main attack was spitting polygons at the screen, and remember, spitters are quitters. Knuckle Joe is the holder of the fighter ability who made his first debut in Kirby Superstar for the Super Nintendo. His moveset includes Vulcan Jabs, Smash Punch, Rising Breaks, and Uppercuts. Nintendogs was a franchise conceived by Miyamoto and has gone on to become a successful series on the Nintendo DS. Upon turning on the game, puppies will greet the player by jumping in front of the camera and barking, and in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the breed of dog is a toy poodle. Starfy is known as the Prince of the Puff Top Kingdom in the legendary Starfy universe. His friends Mo the Clam and Old Man Lobber the Lobster, and all I can think about right now is Larry the Lobster, among others, help him resolve problems in various kingdoms. His signature attack can be upgraded 2 times to the Mighty Star Spin and the Ultra Star Spin. Sabore Prince, or the Prince of Sabore, is the main character from the Japanese exclusive, oh geez, here we go, Kyaru no Tame ni Kane wa Naru. And in English, the frog for whom the bell tolls? This game released for the Game Boy in 1992, and the assist trophy's dust clouds are a reference to the turn-based combat that appear in the game. You can also transform into a frog through consuming potions, or a snake by eating snake eggs. Gross. Sheriff is from the 1979 arcade game Sheriff. The plot of the game is to defend your land from bandits. In order to advance to the next level, you must defeat all 16 bandits around the land's perimeter. Move over, Sonic. Dylan's Rolling Western's first game made its debut in 2012 for the Nintendo 3DS. His main attacks range from rolling into enemies or using his claws to slash, and Dylan's objective is to protect his village's livestock from being eaten by Grox, a group of rock-like monsters. Dr. Wily was introduced in the first Mega Man game as the main villain. After having a falling out with his friend and partner Dr. Light, he reprogrammed a bunch of robots they built for combat in hopes to use them for world domination. The Wily capsule he appears in was first seen in Mega Man 4 and has been used in most final battles in the series. The Flies in Hand Assist Trophy first appear in the Gnat Attack minigame for Mario Paint for the Super Nintendo, where players had to swat an increasing number of flies before fighting the boss Watinga. That's fun to say. Watinga. The game made appearances in WarioWare microgames and Super Mario Maker as well. Vince is an old artist from the Art Academy series who acts as a tutor and guide to teach players how to paint. His appearance is based off of Vincent van Gogh, but it looks like he has 2 ears. Tiki is a Monokete, also referred to as the Dragonkin, a legendary humanoid species from the Fire Emblem series. She is a recurring character in the franchise who made her first appearance in Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon, and the Blade of Light. As a baby, she was put to sleep by Naga, the divine dragon, to prevent degeneration before death. Nikki appeared as a Mii in Swap Note, a messaging application for the Nintendo 3DS, as the guide who would provide tips to the player. She made appearances in Art Academy and was later redesigned in 2D from her Mii appearance for Nikki's Travel Quiz. Nightmare appeared in Kirby's Adventure and then the remake, Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland, as the final boss, where he was sealed away by King Dedede using the Star Rod. Kirby, being unaware of King Dedede's intention to protect Dreamland, sought out to rebuild the Star Rod and accidentally released Nightmare once again, you big pink idiot. The Hammer Brother is a common enemy hailing from the Super Mario Bros. Series, but made his first debut in the first Super Mario Bros. Game for the NES. Their attack pattern is similar to theirs in the game, where they rely on jumping and tossing hammers, but their appearance is based on newer games. The Hammer Brother is also an elite member of Bowser's Koopa Troop. Skull Kid appeared for the first time in Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time as a minor character, but returns in Majora's Mask as the main villain, where he is then possessed by Majora's Mask and sends the moon hurling towards Termina. Navi implies that children who wander into the Lost Woods become Skull Kids. Starman has appeared in a couple games in the Mother series, in several variations as minions of Gigas. They have the ability to teleport, and the smash graphic appearing when defeating a Starman is a reference to landing a critical hit like an Earthbound. Lyn was born into the Sakaean Plains to her parents, Lord Hussar and Madeline, who were both killed by bandits in the beginning of Fire Emblem: The Blazing Blade for the Game Boy Advance. Her powerful slash is a mix of her critical attack and her normal attack as a lord. As an assist trophy, she wields the Mani Kadi, the less powerful counterpart to her legendary weapon, the Soul Kadi. The Devil is the main villain from Devil World, a maze-based video game which was released for the NES in 1984. Like his ability as an assist trophy, he uses his fingers to point in different directions to move walls of the current maze. After completing a stage, he turns into a bat and flies away. Dr. Wright is based on the SimCity creator, Will Wright. His first appearance was in the Super Nintendo version of SimCity, where his main job was to act as an advisor to the player and provide tips on how to manage the city. While the SimCity games are a third-party franchise, the character itself is owned by Nintendo. Dr. Kawashima from the Brain Age series is a neuroscientist from Chiba City, Japan. Yes, it's a real person. He is famous for his work of mapping the different regions of the human brain and studying the age affecting its ability to learn. Before Brain Age, he was most known for his book entitled Train Your Brain, 60 Days to a Better Brain. Riki is a Nopon and one of Shulk's party members in the Xenoblade universe. He is a resident of Frontier Village, the Nopon Village, and has been assigned the yearly position of Heropon by the village elder Dunga. Riki has a very childish personality, and while appearing ineffective in the plot, has a bunch of useful abilities in combat. Takamaru is the main character of the mysterious Murasame Castle, a 1986 game that was a Japanese exclusive for the Famicom Disk System. The game was made from the same engine as The Legend of Zelda, but was obscurely known until Takamaru made his first international appearance in Samurai Warriors 3 for the Wii and Nintendo Land for the Wii U. And now, a moment of silence for Waluigi. Waluigi's first appearance was in Mario Tennis as Wario's partner and Luigi's evil counterpart. Waluigi was created by Camelot's Fumahide Aoki and has gone on to appear in most Mario spin-off games since his conception. His assist trophy wields the tennis racket that he used in his first game. Black Knight's first appearance was in Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for the Nintendo GameCube, where he acted as Ike's rival. Black Knight wields the counterpart to Ragnell, known as Alendite, which has been blessed by the gods. Rodon is a high-rank demon from Bayonetta, who also is a weaponsmith that forges weapons out of demons' souls. That's pretty badass. After a failed attempt to take over Paradiso, where he originated as a weaponsmith and high-rank angel, he was then banished to Inferno. Rodon also is the one who gave Bayonetta her name. That's it, all 59 assist trophies, and let me know in the comment section below which one is your favorite of the 59. Really looking forward to playing this game. Can't wait to see you all on the battlefield. Make sure you check me out on social media and on Twitch, where I will be live streaming the game. All those links are in the description below. If you are new to the channel, again, please consider subscribing. And if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button so more people can also see it. But thanks for watching, have an awesome day, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.